Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a sneak peek into your future and taking a look to see who your future spouse will be. So we have three options here. Option 1, 2, and 3. Whichever option that you choose will be considered your person's energy, and that will allow me to go into the energy and answer some questions that you may have in regards to who this person might be and what your life will be like with this person. So take a moment and decide which person you want to choose, and then we'll jump into your individual pals. Timestamps are all going to be listed down below in the comments and the description box. Okay, I'll see you over there. All right, so pal 1, you chose person number 1, and their energy is distorted desire. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. Okay, so off the back, I'm getting that your future spouse is someone that struggles with figuring out what they want. Okay. Even when they get what it is that they think they want, they always feel like something is missing. Okay. So let's get some tarot. What deck are we going to use? I feel like this person's energy is very ambitious. They have a lot of big dreams, a lot of big desires. So we're going to use this deck here. And if it doesn't resonate, you can always pick a different pile. I also feel like this person has struggled with some type of addiction. Had narcissistic relationships is what I'm getting. They dealt with someone very controlling, possessive, hot and cold energy. They just run into a lot of narcissistic relationships that took advantage of them. And then they lost themselves, and then they had to find themselves all over again. All right, so let's get into some details about this person with your future spouse. I'm also getting this person could be in the public eye as well. So we have the 7 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Swords. And let's get one more so I can get a better story. I'm also getting that this person spent a lot of time alone in solitude by themselves. Okay. So first and foremost, I want to tell you that this person's public reputation is like very good. Okay. People perceive them as someone that's loyal, dedicated, that will invest a lot of their time, work really hard to show up for the things that they're trying to do. I'm also getting with the 7 of Pentacles that they have stocks, something about stocks or investments. Okay, this can be into platforms as well. I'm seeing this person really investing a lot of money and their time and interest into seeing something grow. So at the point in time when you meet them, it feels like they have some type of business that they're running. That's what I'm getting here. This is giving me someone that owns their own business. And so whoever they provide services for, wherever they work, they're a really loyal, very loyal I also pick it up service worker. Okay, they may help people like change their life, transform their life with the addictions that they dealt with in life. They use their dark days as a way to help other people transform their lives. Okay. I'm also picking that this person may already have children when you meet them. Children of their own. Because we have the High Priestess in reverse. So this is saying that they had some type of journey where they didn't know any better. Like they didn't know, they weren't aware that they were making bad choices. They weren't aware they were making bad investments. And so they had to kind of figure it out along the way and like take their children with them. Let's see. This person is very playful. I see this person having a very childlike persona. So they dress very childlike. So I'm getting graphic t-shirts. Okay, animation as well. They have a wild imagination. So they have like this aesthetic that they kind of like piece things together. Children gravitate to this person. They're very, how do I explain it? I'm getting someone that just wears a lot of different, they're very artistic. It's giving a little eccentric as well. They wear their art on them. That's what I'm getting here. But it's giving me like childlike clothing. So no matter how old they are, they wear, I'm just seeing like graphic t-shirts. And if they wear like regular clothes that are not like tees and stuff like that, it will be like material that have flowers, material that is very imaginative and kind of like playful. But I'm picking up animation as well. And abstract. There's something about this person's style is very abstract and childlike, so children gravitate to them. Okay, so I'm picking up podcasts. Okay, this person has some type of, I'm seeing like a hobby where it's like they do podcasts or they give advice. Okay, the Knight of Swords is someone that's very blunt, very honest. Influencer, life coach, not a vlogger. It's giving me influencer, life coach, someone that is no nonsense. They have a way of motivating people with like this no nonsense. Like, I don't care if you don't know or you didn't know or the cards that you were dealt. That doesn't give you an excuse to not prioritize yourself and care for yourself. So they're very blunt. They're very honest. I also get this vibe where people maybe, what draws people to this person is they never know what's going to come out of this person's mouth. That's what I'm hearing. Like they never know what's going to come out of this person's mouth. And so this person may be very vulgar. They say whatever's on their mind. They don't care how you perceive it. And it's very difficult to read this person and know what it is that they want to try to people please them. It's hard to people please this person. That's what I'm getting. One thing that you're going to know about this person is they do not want anyone from their past. They don't want to repeat the same mistakes of their past. They're very sure about that. You'll never have to worry about them still being in love with someone from their past. When this person decides to commit to you, they're committed. Even though they deal with a range of emotions because of their profession, one thing that they are certain about is you're the person that they want. Okay, you're their long-term goal. All right, so let's see what type of characteristics this person will have. I already picked up on what they do professionally, but let's see. Dang. Okay. This person has had a hard not life. It's giving me rags to riches. This is someone that has found themselves repetitively in karmic relationships, karmic cycles, karmic family. So they're going to be this type of person that's always looking at the glass half empty due to that upbringing. Always checking themselves to make sure that they're not repeating a cycle. It's like they have to stay on top of themselves like this to make sure that they're not falling back into a hole or a rut or depression, something that they went through. I love seeing this in this position. Okay, this person deals with a lot of toxic people. I'm also picking up social workers, psychologists, someone that works in a mental institute as well, someone that may help people make proper investments, like I said, with changing their life, whatever profession that kind of puts them in. But I am picking up more like psychology, social worker, counselor, advice, someone that gives advice on social media, someone that protects children and the innocent. This person has seen a lot of evil people on their journey. So their character is like you can't lie to them. Been there, done that. Okay, got that degree in toxicology. They got that degree in narcissism. They got that degree. They earned it out the mud. This is someone that got it out the mud. This is someone that rose from the concrete. They arose in Harlem. Someone could be from New York. It's giving me Wizard of Oz type of energy, like Dorothy. Like someone that had to lose themselves to find themselves. Very heavy energy, y'all. Okay, this is someone that will never be possessive over you. They have this type of characteristic that is, a lot of times people think that this person doesn't want them, or that they're a runner, because it's giving me like someone that runs. So they have this characteristics where if it messes with them spiritually, or they feel spiritually imbalanced, they have to like release it. If it's a negative thinking, they have to like take time in isolation to process that and like release it. Okay, so this is giving me someone that would block, unblock. They would go introvert, then come back out. Really difficult to understand what this person wants, but their characteristic is what they do to keep themselves healthy, mentally healthy, spiritually healthy, especially if they do something for work that's very heavy. I don't feel as if their job is the root cause of all their issues. This is the way that they process. This is the way we ball. So this is the way that they process the things that they've been through, by giving other people a better chance at life. And if they can help other people along the way make better investments, that's like the cause that they are really doing it for. It has really nothing to do with like fame, success, notoriety. It's more or less like, I don't ever want a child to be abused. I don't ever want someone I don't want for my neighbor what happened to me. This is someone that feels like they made it out of something, and they have to tell other people like, you can too. I got out of that rut. I got out of depression. It's possible. So they may also be into something holistic as well. Okay. Let's see. I just love seeing the devil in reverse, because some people, it feels like other people are triggered by this person, but their character is clean. They're very interdependent on themselves, and that's why they're so hard to read, because it's difficult for people to have confidence with this person, because they encounter a lot of people, that have inner child issues, especially with having like the inner child energy being drawn to them like a magnet. But inner child energy could be very codependent and clingy and attached. And so this person is like, when it's time to let you go, I have to let you go. What does this person do professionally? What will your future spouse do professionally? It's giving me someone that works for like a daycare, or they work with autism. Okay, because autism as well, children on the spectrum. I'm also picking up someone that, hell, they don't work at all. Like someone that's married, your future spouse won't have like a physical job that they clock into because they're like with you, which would make sense because they seem to have a lot of time to be on social media and invest in projects and give advice to people that have gone through, I'm hearing domestic violence, people that have gone through certain things. And so this person is kind of like, it's giving me like a stay-at-home mom, someone that's provided for so they don't have to be independent. Even though they still make money and have their own, they don't have to spend their own money. That's what it's giving me. It's not someone that's hyper independent. This is someone that they live every day. They have it, but they're not spending it. So you would never know they really have money because they don't walk around flaunting it. They don't walk around posting it. This is someone that isn't selling aesthetics. Okay. This person does a lot of spiritual work. And the type of spiritual work that they do is they're very careful about triggering another person's ego. It's giving me like shadow work. This person does like affirmations, hypnotherapy. What else? Quantum healing, I'm also picking up on. So they kind of live every day kind of like vicariously. They may bump into a client or something that they invested in months ago picks up later on down the line. And so they kind of, then whenever they need the money, they're provided for. This is someone that's being provided for before they meet you. They're being provided for by the universe, by God. So anything that this person needs or wants, it appears. That's the best way that I could say it. And other people that speculate on this person's life wonders how are they able to afford the lifestyle that they have. And really, they're not doing like, they don't have to do any rituals or anything satanic or nothing like that. This is someone that just does what they feel divinely guided to do. They live through their inner child. They give their inner child a platform to express itself. And no one owns this person. Like, they're really free. So, but I do see this person, like, before they come into union with you, they're spending a lot of time with like God, their belief system. They may have developed their own belief system, but they're spending a lot of time with themselves. And so throughout that healing process, they had a relationship with like the Most High God, and that's who has been taking care of them and making sure that they never need or want for anything. Okay, let's keep going. So where will you cross paths with this person? How will you and this person cross paths, and where will it be? I'm hearing bypassing time. Something about boredom, bypassing time, spending a lot of time alone. And it's like, oh, okay, I haven't gone out. I haven't done anything. All I do is work. Let me go ahead and download this app. Let me go ahead and go outside. It seems like you guys meet each other very randomly. Like you're not expecting to meet someone that day. Y'all are not expecting to meet each other. You guys may have that conversation like, what is someone like you doing here? Or what is someone like you on this app doing? What is someone like you, like, why are you single? And it's kind of like, I just been single on my own, focusing on myself. I've been through this, Ray. And with the Hangman in reverse, I just decided one day, why not? Why not go after love? Why not go outside? It's not like this person is seeking it. They just took some time to work on themselves, and then you guys bump into each other randomly. Like legit, it's real random. I feel like it's real random for both of you, to be completely honest. 100%. Like, it's extremely random. Okay, so what type of provider is this person? What is their masculine energy like? That's not telling me a lot. Okay, let me sit with this. If this is a masculine energy, this is the type of provider that listens to a lot of people's problems. So people come to this masculine like, oh, my light bill isn't paid, I can't afford this, whether it's family or friends. And this person just gives them the money. Okay? They have a lot. They don't tell people that they have a lot of money, but they do. And when they can give, they just give. If this is a feminine energy, a lot of women or people online or social media, social gatherings, it's like word of mouth. So they utilize their masculine energy to provide some type of tea, gossip. Okay, what's happening to them behind the scenes. And so a lot of women would come to them about, like, pay them, invest, and wanting to know the tea, the gossip. So their masculine energy is exerted through clientele. It's giving like clientele. If they're a therapist, that will be another example of someone booking them for their therapy session, and then they have these problems. This is happening to me, this person is doing that to me, and then this person tells them what choices that they're making that's causing them to repeat the same pattern over and over and over again. And that's what therapists do, right? They use the knowledge that they have to tell a person what's wrong with them. And that's kind of like how your person uses their masculine energy. They help other people solve their problems. That's what the Three of Cups is. Okay, especially if they are dealing with third-party situations, or they're invested in money and stuff like that. Okay, for sure. But it's telling me if your person is a masculine energy, they have a lot of money through inheritance, or they have a lot of money financially, and so they take care of family, other people's problems, and things like that. Okay. So whenever a problem or a situation arrives, how will this person respond when there's problems in the relationship? How will your person respond when there's problems in a relationship? How will they solve those problems? So this is the type of person where if anyone like friends, families, community groups do not respect your relationship, your person is the type of person that cuts them off. They won't ever talk to them again. If you're going against whatever you guys are building, this is the type of person that will throw away the water and the baby. You know what I'm saying? If it's sour, they're willing to do that. They have like a no nonsense type of energy. So when it comes to you, if your person is a feminine energy, they are they have this attitude where it's like, how can we solve the problem without it getting to the extreme? You see what I'm saying? So they look for creative ways to reconcile or to solve the problem before it becomes a problem. So they're very preventative. They're not counterproductive or counterpreventative. This is someone that believes that an ounce of cure, okay, I think it's an ounce of something is worth more than a pound of cure. So they're very preventative. Before we allow the situation to get too far, let's talk about it. What can I do to fix it? That's what they're very they're not counterproductive. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It's really hard to read this person. They just don't wait for things to blow up. When they're sensing that something is wrong, it's like, what can we do to get ahead of the situation? What can we do to fix it? How can we solve the situation? Because this person is quick to tell you, hey, look, if you're not happy at that job, let it go. Hey, look, if those people do not respect you, cut them off. And that's the no nonsense energy. So that's kind of like how they would solve the problems. If your person is masculine, okay, because I have to kind of separate it because I'm seeing both here. They're the type of person that will tell you to quit your job. It's like, if the job is stressing you out, babe, quit your job, babe. You don't need to be there. If you feel like it's plummeting, if you feel like the stock is gonna crash and you've seen the future, go ahead and prepare for that. I got you. Don't even worry about it. Like, this is someone that you wouldn't have to keep asking them over and over and over again. Like, I have this problem. They're like 10 steps ahead of it. They don't let things get to the point where you guys would even have a problem. Okay, that's how that masculine operates. How will this person make my viewer feel protected? They take initiative. They're very spontaneous. They take charge. They confront situations head on. This is not a coward. This is not someone that timids at conflict. They look at all the facts and the details about a situation, and they take authority. They take charge. This is someone that will make you feel like you are in good hands. State Farm is on your side. State Farm is on your side, baby. Okay. What will this person love most about you? They love how intellectual you are. Like, you give off non-committal vibes, but you're very committed. You know what I'm saying? Like, your masculine matches their masculine. You know what I mean? You have a way with words that's very intelligent, sapiosexual. You go with it. You don't go against the grain. Like, when you guys have a goal in mind, they just love how wise you are. They love how intellectual you are. They love how you're able to carry a conversation. You make good choices. You have a good head on your shoulder. You're very royal. You give rich energy, spiritually rich, you know. What else about the King of Swords can I tell you? You know how to put the dots together. You have good entrepreneur skills. It's like they love the way you express your masculine energy with how you take action. It's not really like you take action in a very analytical way. You research the facts about a thing. You answer questions your own. They don't have to walk around constantly re-explaining something to you. You get it the first time. It's a breath of fresh air to not have to try to figure out what you're thinking, because you guys have like this meeting of the minds. Very intellectual. Very intellectual for sure. How will this person prioritize my viewer? They'll never leave you red. Okay? There's something about, they're never going to trigger you intentionally. Okay? With the 9 of Swords in reverse. Let me make sure this is 9. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So the 9 of Swords in reverse is saying that a lot of times, if you dealt with situations in the past where people would intentionally ignore you or trigger your abandonment wound because they wanted you to lose sleep over them or chase them or wonder what they were thinking, as a way to latch you onto them, this person won't push you to that point. You get what I'm saying? They won't give you sleepless nights. If they say they're going to do something, they're going to prioritize you and make sure that they communicate. This is a communicator. Someone that they respect your time and what you need to work and show up in other areas of your life. So they're like your peace. What are you thinking? How are you feeling? Do you need anything? They don't want you to worry. They don't want to give you insomnia. They don't want you to overthink. And so it's like, what are you afraid of? What are you fearing right now? Is that this person has a very therapeutic tone, a very therapeutic voice. And they don't judge you for your vulnerability around it either. It's like, let's go into it. Let's talk about it. Let's work it out. Yes. And then you guys come out on the other end with the solution. Okay, last card. Wow. Okay. So let me tell you their romantic love language when it comes to you. I'll never possess you. I'll never be controlling. I'll never try to trap you. I respect your mind. I respect your thoughts. They want you to choose them every day. They want you to wake up and choose them every single day. And they believe that as long as they're showing up for the connection and you're aware of who they are, that they don't have to be afraid to let their guards down and reveal to you who they are. They could be naked. They could be vulnerable with you. And so their love language is it's not acts of service, but they're not possessive. You know what I'm saying? They're not controlling. They're not playing games. They make you feel free. So if you were desiring someone that allows you to feel free, where you want to be in the relationship and you don't have to wonder about whether or not this person is trying to play mind games to trap you, to keep you, and to keep you codependent on them and possessive, this person is not possessive at all. So their love language is, you could talk to them about anything. Your fantasies, your deepest desires. Even if it's about, I'm hearing like let's say you have a fantasy or a kink where You may want to try, this isn't important for everybody, so just pay attention. Some of them, this is not for everybody, but what I'm about to say is for somebody, okay? So let's say, typically, if you have a fantasy and you sometimes fantasize or daydream of what it would be like to be with a third person, okay? Or the same sex. So if it's a feminine, she may want to be with the same sex. If it's a masculine, they may want this. It's giving very fantasy, okay? And if you ever feel like I can never let no one know that, because that's, most people don't want to hear that. Most people get triggered by that. This is someone that allows you to feel free to say whatever's on your mind. Feel free to explore your fantasies. They don't take shit personal. That's the best way to describe your person. They don't take shit personal. They don't feel like, oh, does that mean that you don't love me? Oh, does that mean that you don't want to be with me? No, that is not it. A lot of times people come to this person, your person, because there are things that they want to say that they can never say because of the ridicule, because of people pleasing, because of conditions, because of limited belief systems, because of all of these different restraints. And this person knows firsthand what it's like to be ostracized for your desires. And for people to categorize you and put you in boxes and cancel you or do different things in regards to you just being honest. Do you know how good it feels to be honest? That's what this feels like. Someone's love language is honesty. I'll never lie to you. If something comes up, I'll tell you. If you ever feel like it's too much, I'll let you go. But it won't change my love I have for you. It won't change that you're still my person. And that's where the true confidence in this connection comes from, because it defies gravity. That's the best way I could describe it. Okay, Pile 1? So if this is where we are parting, I'm going to go ahead and move on to Pile 2. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. For those of you that chose this card, we're going to reveal it together, Pile 2. You guys got strength of vulnerability. Okay. True power lies in the root of a perceived weakness. Okay. So I'm going to intuit that in a second, but before we get into that, let's find the deck. I found it. This is the perfect deck for your person. That called to me off rip. So I'm picking up a very strong masculine energy. It's giving Emperor. Someone older in age, very mature. Okay, they may have scars. Okay, battle wounds or scars that they once were not comfortable with showing, or they would hide it. But this is someone that will be vulnerable with you. They feel like they could be vulnerable. They feel like you accept them, flaws and all, any imperfections that they have. Because I'm being drawn to the way she's touching her hand. Like, you accept their scars, their flaws. And so with you, this person is, if they feel like they don't have to be strong around you. They don't have to be this macho man, this macho girl, you know? And so whatever made them weak, or whatever made them feel weak or vulnerable, is actually the things that you desire and you love about them. And so they feel like they're free to be themselves. Okay. So we're going to jump into a whole bunch of different things. But first, let's start off with this person's public reputation. All right. So let's see. What type of public reputation does your future spouse have? Will they have? King of Wands. So a lot of fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But they don't have to be those zodiac signs. This is someone that's an entrepreneur, a supervisor, some type of manager. This is the type of boss that everyone comes to about their problems. They just have a way with taking action, and it makes everyone else feel like they have the type of supervisor or manager that is assertive yet fair. Okay, that's the vibe that I'm getting. They're very fair. And so everybody at work loves this person. Like, they love this person. If this person is an entrepreneur, they have like a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers, a lot of people see this person as attractive. They're extremely attractive. They do not look like whatever they've been through, if they've been through anything at all. They're just very attractive, very alluring. The most attractive part about them is the way they take authority, the way they lead. Okay. Is charismatic. Yes, very charismatic. So will this person already have children when you meet them? We're going to keep pulling. For some of you guys, I heard no. For others of you, it's like co-parenting. By the time you meet this person, it seems like they have like a regiment. You know what I'm saying? I get them on 3 days, 3 days on, 3 days off. They could also share a dog. If it's a child, like they're paying child support. Okay, they're at a stable state where they got that on lock. Okay, anyone that they share children with, they give them money, they take care of their responsibilities. Like I said, they're very responsible. Lesson learned, but they're involved. They're very involved with, you know, making sure they're getting proper schooling. This is someone that invests in the way that they take care of their children, because it does seem like this is someone that, of course, if they already have children, that would be their ex, right? So the type of relationship that they have with their ex is they don't have to ask this person to do anything. They already make sure they get their portion at the same time, routinely, every month. They don't have to come begging and being like, hey, you didn't do this, I need help. So you won't have to worry about them calling out of the blue, needing this person to come at 2 o'clock in the morning to come and sort out a situation. They pick the child up, they give the child back, they are involved with picture day, they invest in the child's education or the children or whatever. They are making sure that it's equal reciprocity. Okay, these women or whoever they were with didn't have the child by themselves, so before they even ask for the money, before they even ask for help, they already make sure it's in the divorce decree, it's in the contract, it's already dealt with. Everybody's happy. Capiche. That's what I heard. What type of style does this person have? So what type of style will this person have? I told you, they do not look like they've been through anything. They have this type of style where it's very light. You know what I'm saying? So they may wear light colors, like all white. They may wear things that are very uplifting. They like to keep it simple. It's very inviting, not confrontational. There's no toxic humor on their clothing. It's literally, they look like they woke up like that. Yeah, they look like they woke up like that. Like they didn't have to worry about what they was going to wear. Some of them may have it already planned out. This is someone that has like a planned out outfit where they wear the same thing, especially if it's like what's that? Like at work, they may have a uniform. But even as a creative or as a boss, this is someone that they dress very well. You know what I'm saying? And it's very clean cut. Okay, like a watch on the same arm. Someone that, you know, is giving, like, they don't have to worry about walking into a store to get what it is they want to wear. I think this is someone that may be dressed by someone else, or they may have someone else dress them or pick out their clothes. It's like too much of a headache to have to go out there and, you know, get it myself. Why not just pay someone else to go and get the clothes for me? And so they kind of just say what vibe they're in, what vibe they're going for, and then the person just makes sure that it's very consistent. They're very intentional about the image and the reputation that they want to portray in the public light. This person's energy is very lighthearted. What type of hobbies will this person have? Hold on, I dropped the cards. What type of hobby will this person have? You may get very emotional or vulnerable around this person. They make people that are extremely strong, that have been through stuff, feel safe, where it's like you finally get to that person, around that person, and you just cry for no reason. You're like, oh my God, I don't even know why I'm crying. You're crying because you are around someone that makes you feel safe. And so that armor that a lot of strong women or men have to wear around them, they just get naked. They feel naked. They feel seen. They feel heard. They feel, it's not even heard. They feel like someone finally gets it. And maybe, you know, this person may tell you in the past, they had connections where people tell them that a lot. Like, you seem to be too good to be true, you know. What type of hobbies will this person have? They're in a very competitive field, market. The swords can also mean like communications, IT. They solve problems, settle disputes. So they have a lot of eyes watching them. So for their hobby, I don't know why I heard fencing. I'm also hearing like games like chess, Rubik's Cube, a sport. This is like a sport as well, where multiple people are competing, but it's giving me like something that mentally stimulates them. They like the type of hobbies that mentally stimulate them. So a good book, a mystery channel, something that really gives them like an awakening, a download, a movie, audiobooks. It's giving me materials that stimulate them mentally. Stretches and expands their limited belief systems. So controversial topics, supernatural phenomenons, things like that is really like the hobbies that they like. They like a mental duel, like a good mental challenge, you know. They play a little devil's advocate. So what did you think about that movie? All along, they kind of know like the hidden gem in the movie or something like that. They like stuff like that. What are their long-term intentions with you? I want to take you down. I really want to take you down. This person wants to be like, they want to come through like a wrecking bomb. Everything that you think you knew, they want to like wipe your slate clean. Okay, it's giving Cinderella. It's giving, no way, I'm shocked. That's for me. Yeah, I have my eye on you. I've been watching you. I've been wanting you for a long time. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Their long-term intentions is for them to peel back the layers of you and to get to know you and have intriguing conversations. The whatever wall you have, whatever it was built on, whatever dark days you came from, that you will never have to experience anything like that ever again, so long as this person lives. That's a promise. That's a fact. Very major intentions for you. Long-term intentions with you. Very, very major. And I'm also getting that this person has never felt this way about anyone. Like, they will tear down buildings for you, okay? Wreck-It Ralph. They will wreck it for you. Their love for you goes deep, okay? If there's anything about them, because I'm seeing all these eyes, if there's any perception that you have of them where they need to change something, done. It's giving like Anastasia, Christian Grey, right? You sit to the table. Tell me your demands. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you expect from me. Deal. You got it. Whatever you need, you got it. I'll make it happen. I also see this person in the long term. They want to retire you. This is somebody that wants to retire you from a 9-to-5, retire you from having to work. They want to provide everything that you could possibly need. Which means that you got to be someone that may be intimidated by having someone have that serious of plans with you. And it's like, you don't know me. How do you know me? But this person sees you. This is someone that feels like you've had a hard knock life. I mean, I almost want to say this person likes projects, but I think they like demolition more. It's not the project to fix you. It's the demolition of removing anything out of your way that wants to defeat you. Oh my God. Guys, girls, listen. Bars. Okay, this person got bars. So let's talk about this person right quick, because let's talk about what type of person will they be. Because we got a lot of tea on them, right? You could tell a lot about a person, about their public persona, how they show up for other people. But let's talk about what type of person will your future spouse be. This is someone that's trying to just slow down, man. They're just trying to slow down. What's the hurry? Enjoy life. Life, it can be a struggle. You know, they're the type of person that just really wants to vibe on a, let's just explore beliefs. Let's talk about perspectives. Let's not rush to take actions. This is someone that definitely is going to slow down the connection. There's someone that's not in a hurry. They're not in a rush. They move. If they feel like they have to constantly defend the reason why they want to slow down, they're going to feel like you're not the one, which means a lot of people want to be with this person, but it's like, yeah, you're in a rush. You're in a hurry. So this person is like, what's the struggle? What's the hurry? What's the rush? Are you running? Are you running to the altar? Are you running to the commitment? Do you plan on dying anytime soon? Like, chill. They're very slow pace. They like to just chill at home, do the simple things. No headache, no worry, no stress. What are their characteristics? How will you know them? Man, let me tell you, this is someone that does not make other people. They're so attractive and they're so magnetic. When they go out, people think they're like poor, that they don't have anything. They do not go, they're not flashy or trying to get attention. This is someone that's very chill. Their characteristics is laid back. They can hang with the most elite people, and they can hang with people that just everyday cool, It's kind of this vibe where they are not in competition with other people. They love just great conversation, having friends. It's really a good time with this person because they're not so flashy. You know what I'm saying? They're mindful of what other people may or may not have. So I want to say like this person kind of plays themselves down, like, yeah, I'm nobody, I'm not attractive, even though they get a lot of compliments, they get a lot of attention, but they play themselves down, not because it's an insecurity, it's because they really just want to be in the human experience of making connections, and that's kind of their character. They don't want to sit around and talk about how much money they make, what they do for a living, and all those different things. They want to just have mindful stimulation and conversation, enjoy a good movie, read a good book, enjoy each other's company. They're very simple, even though they have a lot. What does this person do professionally? A lot of masculine energy coming out. Okay, so King of Swords could be a lawyer, an investigator, multiple projects. I'm also picking up someone that's an intellectual. They may work in logistics, statistics. The King of Swords is also someone that could be like a CIA agent. Just kidding. I mean, you never know, right? But it's giving me like lawyer, someone that like a book writer, a crafter of stories, a wordsmith. Okay. They are the profession. They're the professional. Someone that went to school. If they didn't go to school, it's definitely someone that has built their reputation from the ground up, and no one has absolutely no idea. Because I don't know why from this card, it's making me think of like Saint Germain and like the magician energy, like master of disguise, with all of this Five of Swords energy. Now you see me, now you don't. They have reinvented themselves. They don't look like where they came from. It's hard to determine what galaxy is this person from? Like, is this person even real? That's why we have the Tower here. Okay, it's giving communications. They work in communications of some sort. It doesn't give me like push numbers. It's more or less like observe. Just like chess. HR. They give me too attractive to be a counselor, but they may end up counseling people regardless. But they don't sit around and talk about it. They just take action. This is some problem solver for sure. They like setting people free. They do. They like setting people free. It's not like changing your life. It's kind of like the person that comes through. It's giving Batman. It's giving a superhero. I'm not playing. It's giving someone that comes through. And they're so generous, and the world would never know because they live a very calm life. So if other people are experiencing like roadblocks at work, they come in. They're like the equalizer. There we go. A person that comes in, and Eight of Swords is like an entrapment, whether it's mentally or physically, and they come and remove those obstacles out of people's way. That's the best way I could describe it. They are the profession. It's like by day, they're this attractive, powerful person that a lot of people respect, and they think that they're just the coolest person in the world. They have this vibe about them, this ambition about them that's unmatched. And then in their everyday life, they could just walk down the street and everyone's like, hey, how you doing? You know? And they don't feel like, oh, his person is so snooty and none of that. And then For profession, they're really an equalizer. You've been very Gemini. Okay. So how will your let's see, where will your paths cross? Where will your paths cross? So I see this person taking some type of hiatus or vacation away from drama, away from like competition and enemies, the statistics of life, the logistics of life as well. And they're kind of just taking a break. They got a lot of free time. They're off work. They're off the road is what I'm hearing. They're off work. They're off the road. They just have free time. They're in a position where they're not traveling anymore. Like their life is really slowed down. They're in the period where their life is slowed down. And they take time to reflect and get to know themselves and look inward. And that's when you guys cross paths. Again, we have this 10 of Wands energy in reverse. You could have came from another pile as well. Or this could be connected to another pile. But the 10 of Wands in reverse is pretty much saying that someone wants to take a load off of from the everyday struggle, hustle and bustle and the grind and just be normal. No one knows who they are. And where they get to be in the audience, they get to be an observer, they get to be around other people. So you meet this person and you don't even know that you're talking to someone very important, but you're like having intellectual conversation with someone that's extremely important. And they respect you. And I think this person lets you go an extended period of time where they don't even tell you who they are. This is like someone that never tells you that who they are in the public world, in the public eye, because a lot of eyes is watching this person, right? And then they slow down, and in the process of them slowing down, they meet you and they're getting to know you through conversation and just discussion, and they take on this persona like someone, like the average person in the world. And you never know the whole time you're talking to someone important. Okay? Someone in the judicial system. Someone that has their name in headlights. Okay? And the moon in reverse. The sun and the moon. Yeah. And I feel like this person tells you, yeah, I'm this person. And they tell you and they don't tell no one else. So it's gift secret here. But they entrust you with their secret of to be vulnerable, and they let you into their mind, and they never let anyone into their mind. And it's like they grow fond of you. You know what I'm saying? Where they care about you in a way where they don't want anything to happen to you. They don't want to let anyone try to stop you or create drama in your life. That's why we got the tower here. They would take down industries, platforms, people, anything that ever tries to get in your way. They don't ever want you to experience what they had to go through. Especially if this person like has some type of decline. Maybe they lost a lot of support, or they lost following, or they have bad publicity in some contexts. Like they never want you to have to experience that. And so anyone that is an objection to you, they overrule it. It's like overruled. Overruled. Do you hear me? What type of provider are they? This is like very spiritually protective over you. What type of provider are they? Ooh, I told you, throw it in a bag. Whatever you want. No limitation. There is no cap. There's no limit. This is the type of person that if you want it, it's yours. Wow. If you want it, it's yours. Because you're a star. This is someone that views you as a star. They view you as... I'm telling you, it's giving Cinderella. If it's 1,000,001, I'm gonna be the one. And you know how like the prince pretty much was trying to escape his royal lifestyle, and so he kind of dressed as a commoner, and then he had to be smart about how he was meant to be a ruler, but he was kind of like living this player life, and then he changed his life up, and then he became wiser, and yeah, that's what I'm getting. And you guys cross paths and you are not afraid of them or intimidated. You're no drama. You're just the person that they've been looking for. And they want you to feel free. If they can give you a gift, they want you to feel provided for, free. Like you could walk into any store. Pretty woman walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind I like to meet. Yeah, that's how this person feel about you. It's giving pretty woman. If people tell you no, or it's too much, or this person's like, don't tell my spouse no. Figure it out. Get them what they want. Okay? That's how it's gonna make you feel. Like, what the fuck? Shock. The Tower. Is this for real or is this a prank? Is Ashton Kutcher about to jump out from behind the wall? That's the type of provider that they are. It's like, it's yours, baby. It's yours. Okay. How will they make you... No. The question is how will they respond to problems that arise? The Magician, I'm telling you, like, it's giving abracadabra. It's giving snap my hands. It's giving, I will manifest it. If I don't have it, I'm going to manifest it and get it so you have it. There is no reality where you don't get what you want. You spoiled. You are spoiled and you don't want to be spoiled. Where they do that at? 8 o'clock. It's like they wait till you walk away and you have that negative experience, and then they come in without you even knowing and make it happen, and then all of a sudden, and so they're like just sprinkling the things on your journey and your path that you want, and they're not even letting you know that they're the ones making sure you're getting it. Whatever you're trying to manifest in your life, whatever you're trying to have, they want you to feel independent. They want you to feel like you have everything that you need. And this is how this person responds to problems. It's not if it's within my power. I get what I want, and so should you, because you're an extension of me. You're my spouse. You're my person. And so it's like, let's say a problem happens and you're like, how about I went to this place, and they told me they didn't have any more X, Y, Z. Before you get home, what you were trying to get, it's like it was shipped from Dubai. It was on the table. Okay. I don't care if it's not in the color. I don't care if it's not in, it doesn't matter what it is. I don't care if you were just trying to match. You were trying to find lavender. Okay. You were trying to find some type of specific color and they didn't have it. And this person is going to have their assistant auction for it. Make sure it appears. And then before you get home, it's like this person, they don't want you to have any more bad memories, any more bad thoughts, memories, experiences. And if it's within their willpower, I keep saying if it's within their willpower, excuse me, because I feel as if this person doesn't want you to be afraid of not having what you want. You get what I'm saying? And so they allow you to think that if it's within their willpower, but little do you know, it's already done. It's already signed. It's already delivered. It's already yours. I'm telling you, spare no expense, spare no person. And that's how they respond to problems. Make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. That's how they respond. But you'll never see that side. I feel like you'll never see that side of them where they're stern and they're literally like, open every door, every portal, every dimension, and make sure that my spouse has whatever they want. Okay? And then they're just consoling you like, oh, I understand, you know. I'm sorry that you had to have that experience. And then when y'all get off the phone, they're like, call, you know, this is someone like that they could be chauffeured. They could be literally don't even drive themselves around. But they choose to walk or they choose to take public transportation. Like, this is someone that's in the world and nobody would know that they're like Prince Harry from the Maldives or some shit. You get what I'm saying? And you're just accepting that you can't have it, and then you're like, you wake up one day and it's there, and I keep saying it's there, you know. I don't care if you want a poodle mixed with a Shih Tzu, or if you if you want something that seems like it's impossible to get, you're gonna get it. You're gonna go. You're gonna have it. This person is making sure you do not ever have to be in struggle or lack. You're coming out of that. Those days are over. Okay? And they know you're very modest. They know you're very mindful. They know you're very demure and you're not accustomed to it. And so they don't throw it in your face or say, oh, you need to be doing this, or, you know, they respect that you don't want it or need it. They respect that. They genuinely do respect that. 5 of Wands. You're non-confrontational. But baby, you should have it. That's what you're gonna have it. Okay, let's see. How will they make you feel protected? The World. Look at all these major arcanas. The World. You can have the World. The world is your oyster. What do you want? What do you want? You are the universe. It's your universe. It's your home. It's your reality. Whatever you want. Like, this person is going to... It's not a pedestal. They adore you. This is someone that wants you to feel adorned, protected, exalted. The Hangman. This is someone that will, if you would, I don't care if you're online and you're just sharing like, oh, I have this new plant that I want to share with the world. This person would be like, listen here, everybody. My wife, my husband, my person, they want to tell you about this plant that they have, and you better say you like it, and you better tell them that it's beautiful. All right? They about to come in, and you better act like you want it. I don't care what they're talking about. And then you come and you're like, hi, everybody. And little do you know, this person is like bullying other people, because there's not a reality where you can't have what you want. And I'm laughing because it's like everybody be like, oh, nice plan. If this person has to create, like, if they have to hire people to be like bots in your streams or in your content, because this is online as well, that work day and night to make sure that you never have to see another bad comment. You never have to hear bad news. You never have to hear negativity. The only thing you'll ever hear is, ooh, ah. That's this person making sure you hear it on a daily basis. I'm telling you. It just is what it is. What do they love most about you? They love your imagination. It's like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to be this when I grow up, I want to be that when I grow up, I want to have this when I'm this, I want to, oh, I could do this, and they love your imagination and your fantasy and how you just have so many things that you love and want to pour into. And even though all of them may not be the best choice for you, you can still go try it. You can still have it, you know. But even if you get there and it's a bad experience, I'm going to handle that. Don't even worry about it. They love your imagination, and they love how it's like no one needs to shatter this reality that you're in. No one needs to shatter your world. No one needs to, this person is like, no one needs to ever take that away from you. That's yours. How will this person prioritize you? Oh, they committed. They committed. They're invested. They so into you. You think you alone, but you ain't alone. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. They stop things for you. You need them, they're there. They appear. I'm telling you, the 2 of Cups. This person, you gonna feel like they be watching you at home. Like, this person gotta have cameras. They gotta see me. Because if this person feels like you're working extra hard, they just call you out of nowhere and be like, you want a cookie? They're like, you want to go outside? You want to do this? You want to go shopping? Do you need something? And then you're like, how did you know? How did you know? I was just in here, you know, sweeping up and doing this. And all you got to do is make a look. I promise you, you're going to feel like the walls are watching you, okay? This person is calling you out the country. Like, you're going to say, I swear to God, I feel like someone's watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Yeah. Because this person's going to just know when to come in when you're having a bad day. You won't even have to tell them. And they just airlift you out of the situation. Okay? I'm telling you, they just airlift you out the situation. And you're like, oh no. My beautiful person is having a bad day. Let me make it better. This is someone just comes in and just waters you like that. You need some water. You need to kick your feet up. You need a spa day. Go treat yourself. Don't even worry about the money. It's gonna come. It's coming right now. It's here. Take my black card. Just take this. Don't even worry about it. You're gonna know that you are taken care of, provided for. They prioritize you because they know. They just know. What's their romantic language with you? This person is a unicorn. They are a fucking unicorn. What's their romantic love language with you? Ace of Cups in reverse. Had a bad day. Their love language with you is making sure that you don't have any more sad days. So there's so many ways to show someone that you want to pour into them. This is someone that they predict worst case scenarios so you don't have to, and then they They give on a probability realm that you may encounter this obstacle, and so they're already prepared to make sure that they turn your day around. Bibbity bobbity boop. I promise you. With you barely having to lift a finger, you barely having to do anything. You are this person's precious. I want to clarify the Ace of Cups again in reverse, because this is... This person is like, they're very attentive to your everyday routine and you prioritizing yourself and caring for yourself. Like I said, I don't think the person will tell you that you need to do those things. And so this person is, they're opening up your schedule. They wait for you to tell them. So this is someone that will wait for you to tell them when you're ready. Because the Ace of Cups in reverse is pretty much, they can already know, they can see it, they can tell, but they don't want you to feel like they're watching you so hard, or they're paying extra attention to you like you're this fragile baby. And so it's like they wait for you to get to your own breaking point and you to figure it out for yourself. But when they absolutely tootly can't take so much negativity and drama coming your way, they make a little chess move. You know what I'm saying? You have someone out there that is a true like teammate to you, a life partner in every context of the word. Five of Wands. Spiritually connected to you, protective of you. To me, very older, mature energy. Someone very ancient. They just know things. They investigate. They could be your reader themselves, intuitive, but they're a magician. And so they really, it's like, instead of asking you what's wrong, they're patient about it. There's no rush. He or she will come to me when they're ready. But they just do acts of service continuously. This is someone that wants you to know that they are committed and consistent in your life. And without you stroking their ego, without you having to tell them all the nice things in the world, even on your worst days, even when you're unsure, they are the most consistent person in your life. You know, if they said they were going to do something, you don't have to wonder. You get to a point with this person where you know this person gives you very high self-esteem on your journey, because it's almost like when you're out there in the world and other people are telling you no and different stuff, it's like, you know, this person is committed regardless, and it gives you like very high self-esteem. I don't know if you're going to notice that, but you're going to feel it. Because it's like, so you don't like me, but my man likes me. Very high self-esteem. You don't got to know about none of that. My man loves me. That's what I'm hearing. But that's what I have for you, pal, too. My man. All right. This is where we part. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Love you, pal, too. Bye. Pile 3, we have officially arrived to your reading. Okay, so for those of you that chose pile 3, you chose Trusting Tricksters. Okay, so your future spouse is this one, okay? And it says, Trusting Tricksters. The trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. Now that's tea. Okay, so we're gonna use this deck here, and all right, let's chime in. Let's tune into it. Okay, so this is my pile where you guys have been in waiting for a long time, and so your future spouse is someone that has taken back their power from manipulative connections. All right. They are in a place where they know, this person knows that the only power that a trickster can ever have over you is when you trust them. And so this person is very cautious with who they trust and who they give their heart to. Okay, so very intuitive pal here. It took some time. That's what I'm getting. It took some time to be this intuitive, to be this knowing. And now that they are ready, that's what I'm hearing. Your person is ready to date, ready to get back out there, ready to see who their future spouse is. All right, so first we're going to cover this person's public reputation and get some boxes checked off of the list, okay? That's what I heard. So let's get the tea on person's future spouse number 3. What is this person's public reputation? How are they perceived by those around them? So we have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so they're a hard worker. Single is what I'm picking up on. Someone that's been single for a really long time, and they worked really hard to get where they are in life. A lot of attention to detail. And so one thing that other people will say about your future spouse is that they put a lot of effort and attention into everything that they do. Okay, something about aesthetics as well. They don't look like where they came from. All the lessons that they learned, they turned it into some type of power. So they also are showing up like some type of self-made entrepreneur. And they're just really on a very slow, calm pace here. Really minding their business. Your future spouse is someone that minds their business, even though they're aware that people may be trying to dig up dirt on them, tarnish their reputation, speak foul on their name. They don't allow anyone else's opinion of them to dictate how they show up in the world. And so they're very self-assured. That's what I'm getting. So let's see, will this person have children when you guys meet, or will they have no children? What's the vibe on that? Okay. Okay, so a very small few of you, they may have been pregnant before and had miscarriages. Okay. Because I'm seeing here like something that didn't go into full term, something that wasn't completed. But for majority, this is someone that I do feel like they have children. But there's like a small percentage where they may have not gone full term, is what I'm hearing. Or went full term, but then lost a child. Okay, something about this is a part of their life that's still unfinished is what I'm picking up on. I'm also picking up on this energy of celibacy. Someone that has really dedicated their life to focusing on their career versus starting a family. And so they channel all of that power to create a life into their projects, into their business, into their work and career. Really working to avoid a disaster is what I'm picking up as well. Type of style does this person have? Type of style or aesthetic does this person have? I feel like this is someone that doesn't really have a style or aesthetic. They kind of like everything. If you ever ask them like, what's your favorite song? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite aesthetic? This is someone that says, I don't have a favorite, but I like a lot of things. So I feel like they don't just love one thing. They're not super anal about what they wear and what they put on. They kind of just go with whatever they feel at the moment, whatever makes them feel like it would help them have a good day. So they base their attire on whatever they feel at the moment. Very spontaneous energy too. Controversial as well. I'm seeing they may wear statements, clothing that appears to be controversial. So for example, if they are a woman, and typically the stereotype is that a woman should dress mindful, demure, they may wear less. You get what I'm saying? And so it may trigger a lot of people what they wear and how they, because I'm just noticing like her arms are showing and things like that. And so whatever they wear, they kind of base it off of where they're at in their life. And they trigger a lot of people with how they express themselves. So let's say this person is holistic, or what's that word? Holistic or spiritual. And then they come across a lot of people that expect them to like wear very covered up clothes and things like that because of their job or their career. And this would be someone that does the complete opposite. That's what I'm getting. It's like if they're into something spiritual or holistic, they may wear a lot of makeup. And so they get a lot of clients or customers that are perplexed a little bit or uncomfortable with being able to, should I trust you? Because if you're holistic, why do you wear so much makeup? Or if you're spiritual, why do you cover up? Show us who you really are. And I think this person has this persona that really challenges other people to ask themselves why they feel that other people should dress in accordance to the expectation of that profession or the expectation of their gender. And so it's kind of giving me like a revolutionary energy, but it's a gentle and subtle approach to free will is what I'm getting. Because they're like saying, you don't pay my bills, you can't control me, you can't tell me what to do, I can do whatever I want to do. And they don't speak that out loud, but their style and their aesthetic screams that. You know what I'm saying? And so they do attract a lot of tricksters that want to change them or clean them up or make them aware. And so they stick around and try to change this person's style. There's just this sweet, gentle persona that a lot of trickster energies, they're intrigued to understand the psychological thought process of someone that has this persona of being so sweet, but they seem more clever than they let on. That's what I'm getting here. And so I don't feel as if their style or aesthetic is a rebel. I can't say that. What I can say is they just march to the beat of their own drum and do what it is that they want to do, even if it's uncomfortable for other people. But it's not like aggressive like Dojo Cat or something. It's really confusing. Okay, I think it's confusing to those that try to figure them out. I don't think they do it intentionally. I think that's just who they are, and it makes a lot of people uncomfortable. Let's see what this person's hobbies are. They don't even have hobbies. They're undecided, to yet to be determined. This is someone that's in the process of trying everything that they never got to try. It's like, before I leave this world, I want to try this, I want to try that. And so if people try to read them or figure them out based off of their hobbies and categorize them, you cannot put this person in a category, in a genre, in a box. That is like screaming really loud in this reading. It's impossible to do that, but they attract a lot of people that want to put them in a box and want them to revere them, submit, respect, take someone else's opinion. And so a lot of people want to tell this person, you know, you will look really good in this color. They want to suggest things to this person, and they want your person to trust their opinion of their persona, their character, their aesthetic. And your future spouse it's a silent no. They won't say no. May not even address you. But you know that they're saying no because they haven't done what you think they should do. That's the best way I could describe it. So I don't think they have a specific hobby. So whatever they want to do, when they want to do it, for however long that they want to do it. And that's uncomfortable to a lot of people, because it's like, why can't I read you? Why can't I predict what you're about to do? Why can't I know of a surety and have some type of confidence that you're going to be doing this forever? And it's like, because I'm not. And why do you want me to do this forever? Okay. But they're not asking the people that. They're just, people get triggered by this person's inability to people please. That's what I'm getting. What are their long-term intentions with you? What will be their long-term intentions upon meeting you? We have the Tower here. This is very interesting. She came in like a wrecking bomb. Never knew how hard it was. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wreck me. I never meant to start a war. I only want to let you in. So this person wants to let down their guards, let down their walls, and they want to let you in. This is someone that the moment that they see you, they want to trust you. They want to let you in. But I will say is, if it comes to a detriment of themselves, where they have to change who they are in order to be with you, this is the type of person that will, like, you'll never hear from them again, or they may disappear. They're just not into explaining why they are who they are, and they want to be accepted. This is someone that has a good head on their shoulders, and they want to be accepted for who they are, and they want someone to love them for them without trying to change them or control them. This is someone that is very sure that they will put down their walls and they will put down their guards for the person that accepts them. And so their long-term goals with you is to let go and open up. So they're very willing to communicate with you and let you know what they're thinking. And because of that trust issue here, it's kind of like they have to take their time. They're learning how to take their time and how to remain focusing on their business and what they start and who they are as an individual, and not lose themselves in the process of getting with someone else. And so you may notice that you don't know what this person wants, but there's something that they're going to be doing with you that they don't do with anyone else. And it seems like they're invested in that way. So they're going to be talking about topics with you that they never share with anyone else, talking about movies, hobbies, ideas that they don't share with anyone else. And this is a very important part of their life when you guys meet. And so that's their way of letting you know, like, I am open. And that's kind of like how you'll know that this person is invested in you. Because this is someone that doesn't share their dreams with people. They don't share their dreams. They don't let the world in. They let no one know what they're up to. They're an enigma. And so other people may say, oh, you're a headache, you're a problem, you're difficult, you know, you're too stubborn, you're all these different things. But really, they're just an enigma. They're very free-spirited as well. So how will you know who this person is? What type of person will your future spouse be? So I think that this is someone that's not in the limelight. They don't seek to be a star or to have some grand purpose. This is someone that just wants to do what they love and wake up every single day and do more of that. And if tomorrow they no longer want to invest in something or do that thing, they want to be able to do it without people putting them on this pedestal where they expect them to show up in the same way every single day, repetitiously. Very Aquarius. That's the best way I could describe it. I'm also getting that this person is not like extremely publicly known. They're more of like the underground railroad. Like, people meet them through their work, through their endeavors, but they're very secretive and intentionally secretive, where no one would ever know that they were even offering these services or doing this type of work. But if you happen to run into them, you're kind of like special. They're like a hidden gem. That's the best way. Someone's name could be Gemma, but they're a hidden gem. What's their characteristics that stand out the most to you? Never meant to start a war. One of the things that you're going to love about this person is they're very forgiving. They don't hold a grudge. They're not resentful. They let things go, which is the complete opposite of how the world perceives them. The world perceives this person as being resentful, or, oh, you're mad at me because you don't trust me, or you're mad at me because you won't let me in, or you're mad at me because I did something to you. And really, that's the furthest from the truth, that this person is actually very forgiving. They hold no resentment. They go to sleep and they wake up tomorrow like yesterday never happened. They hit the reset button every single day. And it may feel as if they're learning the same lesson over and over and over again, but that's because they don't harbor emotions against people. They believe that when they harbor emotions and resentment, that it makes them toxic and that it kills you because it stresses you out and it makes you worry and it makes you insecure. And so this person's character is very, even if they have to check themselves to get out of their own way, they're willing to look in the mirror and do that type of work on themselves. If you do something to them, they'll ask themselves if it's worth the investment, and if they determine that it's not, they'll walk away. If it's something that can be worked out, they'll talk about it and they'll express their feelings, and then they leave it there. They're not punishing you a week later because you did something on Monday. You know, they're not holding something against you that happened a year ago. If they forgive you, they genuinely forgive you. And that's very rare to find. And like, this person is a rare flower. Like, they really are a gem. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. They see it. Everyone deserves an opportunity. Everyone deserves an opportunity to make better choices. And that's the grace that they also give themselves. And so they treat other people how they want to be treated. Very, very genuine spouse that you have. Very, very genuine. Let's see. What does this person do professionally? Okay, so this is no offense, but this person gives me hippie vibes. It's like I painted this picture. Someone's like, oh my God, I love that picture. I love your work. Can I purchase it for you? And they're like, sure. You can have it. And then they earn their money like that. That's what it's giving. It's also giving me, they carefully curate and work with their craft or their talent. They could be a painter. I'm picking up painter. I'm picking up someone that does something with their hands. Attention to detail. They tell a story. This is also storytelling. When they're having a bad day, they make it better by pouring all of their emotions into whatever they do with their hands. This is someone that is a craftsman or craftswoman. Arts and crafts, but they live a very carefree life that inspires other people. The crazy part about it is this person, when they're done with their finished project of whatever it is that they're creating, they often, it's not that they're a perfectionist, they're kind of like, it kind of means nothing to them because when they made it to give away. Does that make sense? Like they don't attach themselves to their job or to their art. They don't expect glory or recognition or support for what they do because it's just a part of themselves that they're sharing with the world. It's like a place to put their insecurities, their fears, their worries. And instead of allowing it to, instead of focusing on it and pondering on it, they release it in a creative way. And it's inspiring to other people. This person can also be an artist, like a musician, a writer, and those things resonate with other people. And other people feel like they feel seen, they feel heard, they feel validated, they feel recognized. And it's their subtle way of saying you aren't alone in the world, you aren't doing it on your own. And if it does any good for you, it's yours. That's kind of how this person lives their life. Yeah, it's just giving me someone that earns their income through experience. They are a true gem, a true experience. That's the best way I could describe it. Where will you guys cross paths? How will you guys cross paths? So you guys cross paths when this person is like being ridiculed and they're kind of standing alone defending themselves. You spot this person and you see that, you see what they're doing, you see them for who they are. You feel like you recognize their soul. You recognize, like, you're able to see them for their soul. And you can tell that the people that are against them once used to support them, but then they turned into like an enemy of some sort. And they're carrying a lot on their backs, they're doing a lot on themselves, and they're defending themselves. And so like you see them in a state of defense. against something or someone that was once working out, and then it stopped working out, and then that person started to like attack them and try to change them and force them against their will. And you see that person trying to get out of that situation, trying to get away from that person, place, or thing. And so you're showing up in this person's life as an observer. And as you're observing both sides of the coin, you aren't inserting yourself to take control of the situation. You're kind of just, you find yourself having a soft spot for this person, because you can see how hard they're working, how it's like you don't want them to struggle. Like you just want to kind of like protect them and defend them. You want to see whatever it is that they're trying to do continue to blossom, continue to grow. You can see their silent call, like their silent call to the world, their silent call, like who they are, what they're standing for. They're a very mysterious person, but you get them. You accept them. You see their vulnerability. You see their strength. You see their power. You see all the things that other people perceive to be negative as a positive. I damn near want to cry. Literally connecting with this energy. What type of provider or nurturer is this person? So we have injustice. This is someone that provides justice to those that have been wrongfully committed, judged, persecuted. And so they're very solution based. Okay. This is someone that likes to provide solutions. They like to utilize their masculine energy to provide solutions. If it's a situation where someone has been wrongfully like charged, handled, or treated, they use their feminine energy to kind of empathize with them. Like, I know this has happened to you. I'm sorry that this has happened to you. It will get better. Trust that it will get better. Forgive. This is someone that encourages people to forgive. Don't allow the situation to turn you cold. Don't allow the situation. Focus on the solution, what you can do, not what you can't do. So when a problem arises between the two of you, how will this person respond to those problems? This is someone that doesn't like to listen to the problems of other people just to talk about it and not offer a solution. This is someone that when you have a problem, they want a remedy. They want a solution. They want to help. To some, it may come off like overbearing, but I don't feel like this person does a lot of talking. They're a great listener. But after so much listening, this is someone that will speak life back into you. They don't believe in the terminology of not being able to do something, or I can't do something, or I don't have the power. And so when they respond to situations, it's like they don't do anything. So their way of responding to situations is not to take control over the situation and do things for you and solve all your problems in that context. No, this is someone that will wait with you at the bus stop until you're ready to do something about it yourself. Or they will provide you the solutions and allow you to take the course of action that you feel best. Because this person genuinely believes that the only proper investment is the one that you believe is the best one to take. Man, this person got a good head on their shoulders. A really good head. Sometimes when there's a problem, it's not about doing something or fixing it, but it's about just going through the experience. Sometimes they believe like sometimes you got to go through the negative experience so you can come out on the other side and extract that wisdom. This is definitely someone that understands that both the pros and cons have to be weighed. And the only time a person is able to really solve their problems is when they go within about it. So I do feel as if this person believes that you can't skip a step. You know what I'm saying? And this is an important step, which is the conclusion that you arrive to. So this person never robs people or you of their free will. This is pretty much saying that you have the free will, but that you have to see it. If you don't see it, then it serves no purpose. Then you're placing all your hopes and dreams in the other person seeing it in you, and then that can hinder you. So let's say, for example, let's say this person is a matchmaker and they have a client that wants love, but everybody they date, it always ends in disappointment. If this person tells you to take a risk, to go back out there and date, and then you get out there and you have a negative experience, it's like the karma is on them, right? But if someone tells you to go out there against the odds, be yourself, and when it's time for it to happen for you, it will. The decision not to do anything, the karma is on that person. And so one thing that this person wants, I feel like they used to say, oh, you don't have to believe, I believe. I believe for the both of us. They learned through life experiences that taking on that martyring energy where I believe for you that this is going to happen for you, it robs the person of their own human experience, and then they become codependent, whether it's on advice, spirituality, they become codependent in you believing in them. And so when it comes to problems that arrive, doing nothing is a form of doing something. Maybe you're just a listening ear. Maybe you're just a messenger. Maybe you're just someone that presents the information, right? It's giving like a guide, okay? It's like while we're waiting, this is what we have to work with. And if this is what we have to work with it, what do you think is the right answer? And they could be a teacher as well, but it's giving like a guide. So they're going to respond by not doing anything. They're not going to solve your problems for you. How will they make you feel protected in your relationship? Whoa. Okay. They don't take things personal. So if you're having a bad day and you have to vent or you have to say something, they could be a therapist too, but like you have to vent, you have to, say something, they really intentionally, they protect what you tell them. They're very confidential. What happens between the both of you stays between the both of you. The Eight of Cups is saying they love in a detached way that allows them to hold space for you. And they allow their partner, they will allow you to arrive to your own conclusion and remain emotionally detached. Like they don't feel like you're trying to hurt them or like you're talking at them or to them. They feel like it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with them if you are emotionally going through something. And so they make you feel like it's a safe space to talk to them. And it really is. So it's saying like you pray for someone that isn't so self-absorbed to the point where they're needy and they need you to constantly validate. This is someone that they give you your space. If space is what you need, they're willing to let you walk away. If you need to walk away for a moment and regather your thoughts, they're not going to hold it against you and say like, you left me. It doesn't trigger an abandonment wound in this person. They understand that you have to take time to process your own emotions. And that's a personal journey. So why would they feel entitled to take every step along the way with you? You know? So it's like, if you want me there, I will. If you don't, I understand. And you're going to feel so protected. Like when you come back, if you need isolation or you need time to yourself, when you come back, your person still loves you. And I feel like you're someone that needs to know that. What do they love most about you? What do they love most? This person is extremely flexible. Positive. High vibrational. Like, very flexible. They're very patient. This person is truly in love with themselves, and that's how they're able to show up for everyone else. There's no other way to put that. And you're going to love the way this person just, I feel like you're going to be very amused by this person. You're going to feel like they light up a room. They have like this solar plexus that is very powerful, and you feel the presence. Like you feel like God emanates through this person. And you're going to love that. Like when they walk in a room, like the gravitational pull is a call to action. It's a call to something. You can't quite explain it, but you're going to feel like you love this most about this person. They shine very bright without even trying. Do you feel like you're having an experience? You're having an encounter with the higher presence. All right, so how will this person... That's how they feel about you too. The feeling is mutual. They feel like you were sent from heaven. Yeah, they feel like you were sent from heaven, like you are an angel on earth. They pray for you, and here you are. They feel like you were talking to them their whole life. That's how they feel about you. And they love, you're like sunny side up to this person. They love how you're so positive. And you have this childlike nature and innocence about you. You're so trustworthy. Like you're worth trust. Like I can put my trust in you. How will they prioritize you in your union? No drama. This is someone that will never bring other people into you guys' relationship. They communicate and they make decisions with the intention to resolve problems, not create them. And so this person doesn't create drama. They're going to prioritize you by like listening to resolve conflict, resolve chaos. And I feel like it may be things that you're dealing with outside of the connection. they're going to want you to know that there's no one else but you. So it's like undivided attention. Yeah, because we have the Five of Wands in reverse. This is undivided attention with no drama. Quality time, very much quality time, where you don't have to feel like their attention is divided between so many people. Like, this is the type of connection that there would never be a drama scandal. There would never, like, people would never really ever know what your relationship is truly like, because they never bring outside people into your connection. You'll never feel as if they're waiting to take information and go share it with someone else. It's very confidential between the two of you, by choice. They want you to know you can trust them, and that's how they prioritize this connection, by keeping that bullshit away from you. Okay, so what is this person's romantic love language with you? Oh, this person is like your biggest cheerleader, your biggest supporter. If they could part the Red Sea for you and make sure you had nothing but success, that's their love language. They want you to have all your heart's desires, and they want you to accomplish any and everything that you've ever wanted to accomplish. And so if there was ever anything that could stand in that way, they want you to know what to expect on your journey, what to expect when you go to work. This person is very attuned to the frequency of prevention, right? So if you were driving to work, this person has like this foresight to be able to say, wear your seatbelt today. And that's their way of loving you, is keeping you safe, protecting you, making sure you're spiritually covered, making sure there's nothing that you couldn't foresee or predict. Every step of the way. They also, like, let's say you have dreams and ambitions, this person will fucking tell you the lottery numbers. Like, this is someone that is very it's very, like, they're very invested in you having your heart's desires, and this is their love language. Like, when this person loves someone, you're a winner. You're always going to be a winner, and their way of showing you that you're always a winner is making sure you always win. Making sure you always win. Making sure if they could clear the path for you, rake through any drama for you, they would. That's how you're going to know. And it may come off like telling you what to do or what to expect and X, Y, and Z, but that's their love language. And so when this person isn't telling you what to do or what to expect or the right moves to make, that's them not loving you. I wouldn't say not loving you. It's their love language. So when people are like, oh my God, I hate that you always think you're right, or you're always telling me what to do to be successful, or you won't let me think. So this person has like shut up their mouth a lot in the past. Even if they could see it, it's like they concealed it, they hide it, they won't say it. And so those connections would experience grave failure in life. It's like having someone that is so spiritually attuned and tapped in, and the universe just tells them things, and the divine, like God speaks through this person, and then the people being like, oh my God, you're so annoying, like stop telling me what to do, leave me alone, like you think you know everything. But really God is using them as a wake-up call, as a gong, as a communicator, as a mouthpiece. And so any connections, many connections, friends, family, foes, lovers, have always felt irritable by that. And so even if they could see that something would be a failure or something would be a demise, or they were given premonitions or dreams of destruction or anything like that, they were told to stop it. And then accused of like, you're the person doing it to me, you're wishing bad on me. But really this person was like, I tried to tell you. And if they don't get to say anything, it's kind of like they're not able to be themselves. They're not able to love you properly the way that they love. And so their love language is to show you the path of least resistance. And if they could save your life along the way, and they could save you from pitfalls and disappointment, they would. They will, if you want it. And that's kind of like, but they don't take away your choice to say you don't want it. But they do know that they can't help but to be a vessel, okay, to listen to a higher, something speaks through this person. But they never meant to cause any problems or war. And I think you're going to be able to see that this person is divinely guided. And I feel like you're someone that respects the process. You respect the craft. You respect the time that this person needs, even for themselves. And they love you for that. They've never experienced that, and they love you for that. And I think that's like what's most beautiful about y'all relationship. So pile 3, this is what I have for you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next pick a pile. Bye.